What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another what it is video. First of all, let's go over there to Voice Rock's page and give her congratulations for her 300 episode top of the blog. That's my bitch. So y'all go show her some love. This video, I don't know how it's gonna go because it really wasn't much that was going on, but it was a lot of heavy topics that was happening this past few days. Um, Starting off right off the bat. First of all, it's supposed to. I'm trying to get this out the way right now because I do want to step out for a minute. It's my day off, so that's why y'all getting this in the middle of Friday, and it's supposed to snow out here tonight. So I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here and do what I gotta do before it snow, cause it's Chicago, and you just don't know. Um, when they say it's gonna snow, you don't know, bitch, if it's gonna snow like this or it's gonna snow like snow, bitch. Okay, you just never really know. But anyway, let's just get into this video and talk about the shooting that happened couple of days ago in Thousand Oaks, California, at this nightclub. They were doing a college country night, and a lot of the students, it was a lot of college students that was there, and people just was there to have a fucking good time. And it reminded me so much of the post nightclub shooting in the sense that it was at a nightclub and a lot of people lost their lives. um, we don't know the agenda. We know that the shooter that came in, he was a former Marine. He had previous domestic calls, called on him, and they didn't consider him mentally ill or anything like that. But at this point, we still don't know a motive. All I know is from what I've read, from what I've been seeing, these kids, they were there just having a good time, and next thing you know, this guy comes in and he just starts shooting. He had a permit to have a gun, but he had an illegal extended clip that's illegal in California, and that motherfucker came up in there just, he locked and loaded, and it's fucked up because he had an agenda and he knew what he was doing. And I don't feel no sympathy for him. I don't feel no empathy for him because I don't care what it is that you are going through. I say this each and every time we have these shootings that comes out and people want to take other people's lives because of it. I have no sympathy, no empathy. There is no way for me to understand what would make you or possess you to come into a facility, a place of worship, a place of peace, a place where we supposed to just have fun and let our hair down and socialize with people and take people's lives and thinking that these people coming out to have a good time and they not coming back home. It's over. At the first In the first beginning of this, they said 11 people had got killed right at the scene, and I think four people had, yeah, 11 people got killed. Some people got injured. I believe one of the people who was killed died at the hospital or whatever, was one of the sheriffs. And that's sad in itself because he was probably just coming there to help these people. No matter how you feel about cops, if they out there trying to do their jobs too, they put their lives on the line as well, and that's exactly what he did. So condolences to his family, condolences to all the families that are involved, because it is a sad thing. Like, bitch, we gotta really watch ourselves. We can't even go to the fucking club. And no lie, no lie, we be hearing stuff about this lately too. People going to clubs and shooting it up, or getting into fights afterwards or whatever, and then getting shot in the parking lot and stuff like that. Now we hearing mass shootings at clubs, mass shootings at these outings and stuff like that. And it's so unfortunate that you really have to fucking protect yourself, and you really have to think whether or not you're gonna go home after having a good night out. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really sad. One of the main things that was coming out of this is that Tamara Maury Housley, she's married to Adam Housley, and his niece, her niece through marriage or whatever. They've known the girl. She was in the club. They were putting out messages and stuff saying that they haven't heard anything from their niece in 7 hours. They don't know what her phone is. I think somebody found her phone. They found her stuff, but they didn't find her. No one was telling them what was going on. And then it was confirmed that she was one of the you know, 11 at the time, because I think the number has went up to like 13 or whatever. I think somebody died in the hospital or their injuries. Has went on ahead and she was one of the victims. She was one of the victims, and it is so sad. That's sad because she was only 18 years old. These are young kids that was just going out having fun, living life, and probably going, just relieving some stress from school, okay? And they probably just had a test or whatever, and they just wanted to just be like, whoo, that's done, let's go out and party or whatever, or ooh, let's pregame and then come back and settle in so we can get this shit done. You know what I'm saying? And they lost their lives over it, and that's really, really sad. Y'all can say a lot of stuff, and we can say a lot of stuff about Tamara and them, but this is not the moment. Just offer condolences, and it's a sad thing, and for young lives to be cut short like that is really, really sad. Like, I hope they really do find the reason why they did this shit. Like, I just don't get it. I don't. You will never, ever. You will never. I just don't get it. You never get me to understand. Moving on from that sad shit, we gonna get to some more semi sad shit. The midterm election was last week. Well, nope, this week on Tuesday. Okay, everybody, no matter where you can go, like if you watch most of us YouTubers, we was talking about it. The Scorpion show, I know they was heavily talking about it, which I appreciate. I didn't talk about it as much, but I did, speak on it. I did do the early voting. I did a mail-in vote, bitch. I told y'all that last week. I was kind of pissed that I ain't getting no sticker or nothing, but it is what it is. I got my acceptance and all that shit, my proof that I went and did what I had to do, bitch. Okay, I did my part. Some of y'all didn't do y'all parts, okay? And I just really hate that idea and that logic that what's the point of voting when they're not going to do anything anyway for us, and the only person that governs us is God. That is true. God is the main judge, but in this earthly realm that we are in, we have to put in these legislations. We have to vote these people in and vote these people out if we want to see a fucking change going on. We cannot sit around and have that idea and that thought pattern that, oh, well, I ain't finna vote because ain't nothing gonna change. Don't nothing change because you won't vote. Your vote could have been a deciding factor. That group of people that did not want to go out there and vote could have been a deciding factor for Georgia, could have been a deciding factor for Florida, for Texas, and other states that were, the margin was so close as to how the Democrats or whoever party lost or won by. You know what I'm saying? Your vote could have been a deciding factor, and you just wouldn't know that because you didn't go out there and do it. Okay? Don't ever think that your shit don't matter because it do. I know we going through some hard times and we seeing how this government is being run and all this stuff, but should be more than enough motivation for you to get out here and to do something. Okay? To make your voice heard somehow, some way. Okay? Don't just sit in silence and suffer. Like, that's nothing. Like, fake without work is dead, bitch. Don't put the shit out there and don't do nothing about it to back the shit up. Okay? That's I don't understand that. Um, a lot of people were saying early voting, that they were saying that it was a lot more Republicans that was going out there early voting. That's what they were saying. I don't know how true that is, but I did hear that somewhere and see that somewhere. Um, but when the midterm elections came through, everybody was really, really looking at Texas and Beto from Texas. I hope I'm saying his name right. Beto or Beto, Beto. Y'all know who he is. O'Rourke. Him and Andrew from um Florida, and Stacey Abrams from Georgia. And let me just say this. I appreciate everybody that went out there and voted. I seen my timeline personally, whether it was on Facebook, whether it was on Instagram, whether it was on what's the other one, Twitter, whatever. Everything was flooded with all my followers and my subscribers. I hope my subscribers, my friends on Facebook, and the people that follow me on Instagram, everybody was just putting up their things that they voted, they voted, they voted. It was just a flood of I voted, I voted, I voted, and I loved it. Okay, and this is the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. You can think that because you see such a lot of support for one candidate that it's going to go a certain way, and it turns out to go a different way. It happens, okay? It just shouldn't discourage us, even though on the one front it can be discouraging, but we have to wallow in it for a little bit and snap up out of it and go ahead and, see that we have to work a little bit harder next time. That's what we have to do. Let that be motivation for us to go a little bit harder. Um, And we have to put up in our minds that this country was run by racism, awful racism, and a lot of these states that lost the Democratic vote, they never was going to get the Democratic vote, okay? And that's just basically what it comes down to. Um, but I know with Georgia, they trying to get a recount. And same thing with Florida, they trying to get a recount as well. Um, I think like over 100 people went to the Senate or went to the House, and the Democrats have gained control of the House. We lost control of the Senate still. Trump is in his feelings a little bit. If they gonna investigate me, we gonna investigate them. So we ain't finna you gonna use taxpayer money to investigate me. So you gonna use taxpayer money so you can investigate all the Democrats in the House of Representatives. Girl, shut up. Shut up. You makes no sense, okay? He out here sending out telling Jeff Sessions to fucking retire. And he did that. I said, bitch, it's just about to get fucked up. The next 2 years are about to be so intense. Just mark my word. It's gonna be so intense. Do I think that they're gonna impeach Trump? He gonna 9 out of 10, he is gonna serve his next 2 years, okay? I will be shocked if something happened that he gets out of there. Because at this point in time, he dodged so many bullets that any other president, especially Barack Obama, would have been put out for, would have been impeached for. So he just might serve the next 2 years. I don't know about, and the way shit looking, I wouldn't be surprised if I hate to put that out there, I wouldn't be surprised if he got reelected. It's sad, but I'm just that's how it's looking, okay? People are outraged, but it feels like people ain't really that outraged as much because it feels as if it's more people that are pro Trump that's out there than anything, and it's just what you can do, okay? But at this point, yeah, he told Jeff Sessions to retire, okay, and put this other guy that's ahead, as the acting attorney general who's very much pro Trump, and this whole Mueller investigation thing, they trying to, get that put out, and it's just a whole fucking mess in the White House right now. It's even more so of a mess, okay? You getting Jim Acosta from CNN got kicked out, his thing got suspended, his press pass got suspended because they're lying and trying to say that he touched this girl, and he attacked or accosted this girl. You go look at the video, he did not do anything such, and then he even said pardon me afterwards. So he didn't touch that girl. That girl reached for the microphone. You don't try to, first of all, I would say she tried to attack him, because bitch, you don't try to come into somebody's personal space and then try to take something out their hand when they not giving it to you, okay? She was literally grabbing that goddamn mic out his hand, and whatever fucking happened, you deserve for that shit to happen. I don't care if you're a Republican or Democrat or nothing. Stay out of people's personal space, okay? Moving on from that, I really do hope that if they do get a recount going for Georgia, which they truly, 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 truly need, because they were doing, excuse me, they was doing a lot of fuck shit out there. Power cords not being there, a lot of the voting machines being locked up in some of the minority neighborhoods and things where they were voting at. It was a whole bunch of, I have never seen such voter suppression going on and blatantly going on as it was in Georgia. They was doing any and everything so that this woman could not win. This black woman could not win. You know, um, it's just really sad. And the margin that Andrew lost was to DeSantis. That shit was just so, yeah, do a recount on that shit, all right? It was just so many tactics that was going on that they exhausted, especially in Georgia, to, have people lose and that the Democratic candidate lose and all this stuff. It's just crazy. Then you got in Texas. Texas. He lost, okay, to Ted Cruz. And, there was a town in Texas where 19 black judges, women judges, all won, so congratulations to them. Out here in Chicago, we got rid of our goddamn governor, Brooks Rauner, that motherfucker is out. Okay, JB Pritzker is in, and Juliana, she's the first black lieutenant governor out here in Illinois. So shout out to y'all. And I just hope y'all come through on the shit that y'all been promising and all this stuff. Cause let me just tell you something. I could not get on a YouTube channel and just come on YouTube without seeing a JB Pritzker ad. Okay, I was like, all right, now you promising all this stuff. Now let's see, can you get this shit done? Now it's time to get into work. Okay, put that work in. Don't just be all talking, no action with it. But back in Texas, I just want to say this. If you are really truly out here depending on a celebrity, and I don't care if it's Beyonce, I don't care if it's Rihanna, I don't care if it's J-Lo, I don't care if it's Mariah, Diddy, whoever the fuck the celebrity is, if you are sitting out here waiting on a celebrity to post something about voting and all this stuff, you are truly lost. You need a celebrity to dictate your vote. You can't think for yourself, and then you want to get upset because they post at a late time or whatever the fuck, and then you want to blame the election loss on them. That's not what the case is, and that's what some of y'all dumbasses doing with Beyonce. Yeah, she posted that shit late. So the fuck what? So the fuck what? It ain't like the bitch ain't been telling y'all asses to fucking go vote. You know the hoe is a Democrat, okay? You know the hoe is a fucking Democrat. So let's stop with this blame shit on celebrities or whatever, and just picking on Beyonce because she's fucking Beyonce. That bitch didn't even have to post shit. You still would have should have went out there and voted for who you wanted to go vote for. You shouldn't be waiting here talking about if she had a poster earlier in the day, or if she should have posted the day before, maybe Texas would have won. No, Texas Beto wouldn't have won. You want to know why? Because 59% of the people who voted for fucking Ted Cruz, they were goddamn women. Okay, white women. They were all had their minds already made up. Okay, Texas is a fucking red state. He wasn't gonna win. Okay, they wasn't ready for that shit. So how dare you put that on one person's shoulder? A person that's not even in fucking politics. Excuse me, if Beyonce had that much goddamn power as you say she did up in politics and over these people, bitch, let me tell you who would have been president right about now. Motherfucking Hillary Clinton. The last time that bitch put her full support behind somebody through a goddamn benefit concert before the election, a couple of weeks or so before the election or whatever the fuck, and was still telling people to go out there and vote, bitch, what happened? Trump still got into office. You want to know why? Because the majority racist fucking white folks put him in office. That's what it is. And the majority of that was fucking women. White women. So what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, come on, let's not do this shit. Yeah, I do agree. Maybe she could have put it up earlier, but it's not like the bitch wasn't telling us to go vote. If you went to the concert, she was telling us to vote all the time, okay? And if you are in the Beehive, 9 out of 10, you are subscribed to her goddamn mailing address and all this stuff to get updates or whatever. Earlier that week, I think either it was Monday or it was that weekend, a mass email came out telling everybody to get your asses to the goddamn poll from her people, okay? From Be Good, bitch. And I'm sitting here like, so y'all gonna act like y'all didn't get that email? Because, bitch, I sure enough got that email, okay? But the fact that y'all blaming this on one person that's not even in the political realm, okay? Bitch, fuck that. I don't care what type of influence she got. You really sitting here getting mad because, you thinking that the Beehive or people who like her is just that dumb and they waiting for her to put out who she gonna support so that they can go support. Come on, let's not be dumb like that. It's not like that, okay? Stop it. Stop the bullshit. Okay? Y'all lost because of fucking racist white women. That's what y'all lost for. You lost because of white women. I ain't gonna say all races, but y'all lost because of majority white women, okay? 59, 60% of them voted for Ted Cruz, okay? There you go. Do the fucking math, okay? Find somebody else to blame. Moving on from that. Don't blame these entertainers for the shit that they have no control over. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit, because if that's the case, you gonna blame Diddy, all right? Because he did throw some little thing, and Andrew Gillum didn't even get the thing, the nomination, the office. Okay, we still doing a recount. We trying to do this shit all over again. Stop the bullshit. Moving on from that. I'm sorry, y'all. I just have to go off. Like, I hate when y'all do stupid shit like that. Like, y'all can't think for y'all damn selves. Why do y'all put so much faith in these goddamn celebrities like this to do your thinking for you? Damn. God gave you a brain. Use it. Okay? Shit. Moving on from that. Kamora, Kamorley, Kamorley Simmons, bitch. Speaking of the Simmons families, we have to give a condolences out there to Angela Simmons. I really don't talk about her. I really don't feature her. Something about her, but that's not even the point of this. Nobody should have to go through what she's going through. She's suffering a loss because of the simple fact that her baby's father, her ex fiance, was killed in his home. Um, Earlier this week or last weekend or something like that. He was killed in his home. I did hear that they have somebody that turned himself in saying that, for the shooting, but he's trying to say that he didn't do anything. But at the end of the day, it's fucked up because regardless of what their relationship status was, he still was a father to her young son. And now this boy has to be another child that's growing up in a world without a father. And that's so sad. His father was taken from him. Like, damn, y'all don't think about shit like this. Y'all be, oh, how shit just affect one person. No, it affects many people. And especially, once again, the kids are the innocent bystanders that are casualties of this war. And it's just fucked up. It's just fucked up. So my condolences go out to her. Um, bitch, speaking about the Simmons family, Kamora Lee Simmons, Kamora Lee Simmons Lesnar, okay? She ain't said nothing about this whole thing that's been going on, but she been a little bit tight-lipped. I kind of would be too, because at this point they don't know what they gonna do. Her husband now, what's his name? Tim Lesnar. He pled guilty to a Malaysian money laundering scandal that's involving him and two other businessmen. Um, they pled guilty to conspiracy to launder money and to violate foreign anti-bribery laws. I said that don't make no sense. It was a $1 billion scheme, billions of dollars scheme. I said, bitch, what in the Ponzi Bernie made all shit is going on? Y'all doing that shit overseas? You do not play with people shit like that. That is nothing to play with. That is not funny. That is just crazy, okay? And he gonna do time. He gonna do time. And they just had a kid. They just had a kid and you just gonna fuck your shit up like that? Come on. Like, all money ain't good money, okay? Sometimes you don't gotta be the richest person in the world, all right? That's what be killing me. Like, y'all do the most dumbest stuff just to come up, okay? And especially those that already got stuff. Why do you keep putting yourself in these positions to fuck it up? Like, once again, you're not the only person that's going to be affected by this. The people around you going to be affected by this, okay? You just had a child. But anyway, we'll see how that turns out. Um, Let's talk about teachers and the lack of respect that they get these days. This is why I could never be a teacher. Some professions in school, that some majors or whatever, the main thing that you have to do with your major, you 9 out of 10 will have to become a teacher, whether it's in grammar school, high school, college, and things of that such. I just don't have the patience and I don't have the attitude and the wherewithal to become a teacher like that. I give all the praises and support behind my teachers because y'all go through a whole bunch of shit. Okay? Y'all go through a whole bunch of shit. You taking care of kids that aren't yours, for one. Okay? You're providing for them because some of these school systems are so fucked up that they don't have the correct materials that they need. Some kids can't get the correct materials. Some kids can't get anything at all. So you have to go out of your money, not the teacher's budget, not the school budget, but your money that you get paid every 2 weeks probably, and go and buy supplies for the classroom. Go and buy supplies for individual students and stuff like that. Provide them with this, provide them with that, and teach these snot-nosed ass kids how to live, how to get things that they will need to know to get through life, okay? Teach them all this stuff only to be disrespected on damn near a daily basis in most cases. Okay? It would never fucking be me because I'd probably be in jail for beating the shit out of somebody's kid. Okay? If you can sit up here, and especially these high school students, bitch, let me tell you, which brings me to this California teacher, a black man, who people have said He's such a nice guy. He has such a good reputation. And so they shocked that this happened. And this is why they're standing behind him, because he is such a the reputation that he has. They raised the GoFundMe of over $80,000 for him. He got into it with a student that was provoking him. Now, from the looks of the video, I think the student could have been Hispanic or something. At first, I thought he was light skinned or whatever. But he just kept on throwing out all this stuff. He threw a basketball at the teacher. Okay. He throwing racial epithets at the teacher and stuff like that. And so he, he walked out for a second and he came back in and he just said, fuck this shit, bitch. He turned away for a second. He said, fuck this shit, bitch. And he knocked the shit out that little boy. And they was fighting in that classroom and the teacher beat that motherfucker ass. Okay. Now, on the one hand, we don't send our kids to school to get their ass beat by the teacher. Okay. That's not what we do in this decade. Okay. We don't do that in this time period. That's not what's going on. Because I'd be good goddamn if I had kids and my child come home and saying that I didn't get a teacher permission to put his or her hands on my child, so therefore you keep your hands to yourself. That's on the one hand, because I come up there and beat your ass, all right? But if me being a parent and I found out, I'm going to be upset that somebody put their hands on my child. But once I found out the situation, I really would, no lie, would beat that parent and be like, well, little bitch, you got what the fuck you deserve, because I would have beat your ass too. Because I did not send you to motherfucking school for you to sit here and to be disrespectful to the teacher, okay? That is not how I raised you, so why the fuck you acting out like that? You just gonna get your ass beat no matter what. And he just got his ass beat by a fucking adult, depending on how adult that ain't his mama, depending on how he was raised in his household. What the fuck is going on that you feel that it's okay for you to come to school and disrespect the shit out of a teacher, okay? Granted, yeah, the teacher could have been the adult in the situation and not put his hands on the boy or whatever, but this goes down to natural reflexes. This goes down to being imperfect. This goes down to, bitch, I met my boiling point. You have no idea what that teacher was going through that day. He probably woke. You don't know if he woke up on the good side of the bed or the wrong side of the bed, if it was some other shit that was going on in his life and it was just piling up and then this incident happened and it just came on out and that little motherfucker just broke his back and he just said, fuck this shit. I'm snapping on your ass, okay? We don't know. So for us to say, oh, well, he a teacher, he shouldn't put his hands on whatever. That motherfucker threw a basketball or whatever the fuck at him. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, bitch. You touched him first in that instant. So he retaliated, okay? And that little nigga deserved it. And you want to know who else deserved it? You want to know who else should got their ass beat? And he a good, you better be glad that it was a woman that you did this. And I think that's real pussy too, okay? And that just shows the fucking upbringing that he got, that you get so pissed off. You want to see this in your household. The student that was in Baltimore and he was arguing with the teacher and she wasn't even looking at him or whatever. Next thing you know, he reached back and punched the dog shit out of her in her jaw. I heard the bones connect. I sitting here like, are you serious? Are you serious? And she didn't do nothing back because, first of all, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? I need to see that video where that student got into a fight with another student and a female teacher got hit by accident. It was by total accident. She got hit because she was trying to break the stuff up. And that other student came from out of nowhere. That male student came from out of nowhere and just went the fuck off on that other boy and would start beating his ass like, you don't hit no teacher, she a fucking female and all that shit. Where the fuck them students at? Where them students at? Okay, because this is a tragedy to me. These teachers put their lives on the line. It's like, going to war every time they go to goddamn school, especially depending on which school they're going to, which area they're going to. And the disrespect, girl, please. How do y'all feel? I know it's going to be some mixed reactions, especially with the California teacher who fought the student. Teachers should keep their hands to themselves and all that stuff. And, they're the adult. I get that. But, bitch, you'll sit there and take it. Okay. If you will, you got more willpower than I do. I just know myself. Okay. But moving on from that, some good news. Gabrielle Union, she and her husband, Dwayne Wade, they have came out and they said that they have a new baby girl. They had her through surrogacy. Nobody knew. And see, that's what I respect about this part. Nobody knew what they was going through. in the sense that they was gonna do this part, unless they put it out there. I don't keep up with Gabrielle Union. I didn't see it on no blogs or whatever. And it just came out the blue. And I appreciate when people do stuff like that. It was a moment that, a beautiful moment, a beautiful process. And it probably had its ups and downs, and they did it in private. They did it in private, and they released it on their own terms, okay? Whereas, people in a higher position like Kim Kardashian tried to do the same thing and they leaked her shit or whatever. That's unfortunate if they really did. But, it is what it is. So congratulations to them. I do appreciate the fact that they are putting out there, because some people was being dumb as shit, talking about why he got his shirt off and all this stuff. I said, bitch, skin the fucking skin so the baby can know who the fuck his daddy is, so the baby can know who the fuck his mama is. Her mama is, I should say, in this case. Like, damn, how you be a parent and you don't know what skin to skin is? Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all done. Some of y'all are not ready for parenthood or whatever, for the basic stuff, for the minimum stuff, okay? But, congratulations to them. And I know the struggle that she has been going through, multiple upon. She had like 9 plus miscarriages and stuff like that, and that takes a toll on people. And I'm so glad that we live in a time where technology has advanced to the point where there are many ways that people can become parents outside of the abortion. I mean, oh, no, bitch. No, bitch. No, bitch. The only reason why I said abortion because I was thinking about the miscarriage, because I just seen something on Twitter. Some dumb motherfucker basically put on Twitter and said, I don't understand. See, women are very hypocritical when it comes to miscarriages and abortion. How can you be sad over a fucking miscarriage but not sad over an abortion? And I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You do realize that miscarriages happen out of nowhere. It's not a choice. It just happened. Most of the time when miscarriages happen, it's because the pregnancy was planned, okay? Most of the time. Sometimes somebody accidentally or fuck around and get pregnant and they wasn't expecting to get pregnant and then a miscarriage happened. Sometimes, most time, people get pregnant, they're planning this stuff out and they're trying and trying and trying and a miscarriage happens. And, of course a woman is sad, especially when they really want that child. But when it comes to abortion, there are so many factors that comes around with abortion. It is a choice. Okay? It is a choice. And sometimes it's a medical choice. Sometimes it's a medical necessity. Something is going on inside the body. Well, whether or not it's going to cause harm to the baby or it's going to cause harm to the mother. So therefore, we have to abort that motherfucker. Okay? And it's not saying that it's a bad thing or a good thing. That's just that person's choice. Maybe the baby was a product of rape, product of incest, product of, some other shit that or they just really wasn't ready for it. Okay, it was an accident and they weren't ready for it, and so they think that the best way that they need to do, because they're not ready for it and they don't want to live with that, is to get an abortion. That's a choice. There is a fucking difference. Okay, please stop being ignorant, men. Please stop being fucking ignorant when it comes to women issues. Please educate yourselves on things before you speak and do stuff like this for retweets and likes and all this shit, so you can get cursed out by the whole interweb. Okay. Anyway, but like I was saying, there's so many different ways these days to have kids. You got adoption, you have in vitro IVF, in vitro fertilization. There's a lot more people going that route. And then you have surrogacy and things of that such to help as well. And I'm happy for them. I really am happy for them. And my heart goes out to every woman and every couple out there who trying to get pregnant, who going through the struggle. And I hope everything, works out well for y'all. See, bitch, a bitch being uplifting. You got to be uplifting in these times, okay? You have to find a silver lining. You have to find a good spot, with all the stuff that's going on. And it's been a heavy video. I've been ranting. Sometimes you just got to get the shit out. Sometimes you just got to get the shit out, okay? What else I want to speak about? Right quick. Keke Wyatt got married, okay? I said, bitch, what? Keke Wyatt got married. I'm sitting here like, bitch, you just got divorced. No. And I'm not even laughing. I'm just laughing at the fact that it just happened. Like, God damn, bitch. Okay? Because the last time I heard Keke Wyatt, she was pissed off of what happened with Michael Jamar, and how he left her when she was pregnant with their last child, and in the midst of her child going through chemo, who has cancer. And thank God she said that, I believe she said that he's cancer free now. So that is a blessing in itself, I should say. And she found love again. They married all in the span of a few months or so. It is what it is. Love will hit you whenever it hits you. I'm just not that type of person that can move so fast like that. I say that, and that's why some of my views be looking the way that they do, because I have to really develop a relationship with you. I have to really get to know you. I have to develop that trust for you, and it's not going to happen. I'm not going to get to know you in a span of a couple of months or so and trust you in a span of a couple of months, because I know how I am. I have trust issues, okay? It's going to take me a minute to open up to your ass. Now, if you want to stay in for the long haul, come on through, bitch. But if not, get the fuck off, okay? We can just fuck around. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? But congratulations to her. We're gonna see how many more kids she have with this one. Girl, God. I shouldn't say that, because kids are blessings, but y'all know Keke Wyatt is fertile than a motherfucker, okay? So, hey, it is what it is. If she can afford it and she comfortable and she living good, who am I to, look down on somebody's blessings? And that is a blessing that she was able to get up out of that, despair that she was going through. Y'all know Keke got a lot of stuff going on, uh, in her family and with herself, and the drama that she's went through, the pain. And, she still finds a way to come out smiling. So I got to give it to her for that, So congratulations to you, girl. And the Spice Girls is coming back on tour. I don't think they come to the U.S. yet, but they're going to be touring over there in Europe or whatever. And they reuniting minus Victoria Spice. Now I heard that it's because Victoria trying to focus on, her little clothing line or whatever that's not really doing good, allegedly. But, at the end of the day, it would have been nice to see Victoria Spice, but Posh, you know, what exactly did she? Okay, let me just be honest. Let me be honest. I like the Spice Girls. I ain't never brought their music or whatever, but bitch, to become one. You know what I'm saying? Spice World was my motherfucking movie, okay? That was the dumbest motherfucking movie ever. One of the dumbest movies ever. But that shit was so fucking good at the same time because it was dumb as hell. And Victoria Posh had one of the memorable lines on there. I can't decide if I should get the Gucci black dress or the other Gucci black dress. Which little black dress should I wear? Bitch, that was my shit. That was my shit, okay? When they was doing the boot camp and she just said, fuck these obstacles, I'm gonna walk around. That's me, okay? Bitch, you ain't finna get my fat ass up here just rolling. No, because I ain't gonna be able to get back up in time. Stop it. Stop it. But anyway, did she really have some singing parts in the songs or whatever? Spice up your life, every boy or girl. When you don't really know the words no more, you just hum it out. That's what I just did for y'all that don't know. Okay, a zing a zing. If you want to be my lover, let me tell you something. Spice Girls had hits, bitch. Spice Girls had fucking hits, bitch. That was back when I thought Sporty Spice was. I'm pretty sure a lot of us thought that she was, Scary Spice, it is what it is. Ginger bag, baby ain't no more baby. So it is what it is. I'm happy for them getting back together. They still cool. Victoria still supporting them. It would have been nice to see all five, but hey, it is what it is. It's not like she was a main singer, but y'all tell me how y'all feel, my UK people, okay? But anyway, y'all know what I'm about to do. I rented out Tales from the Hood on iTunes because, I remember hearing about the fact that the part 2 was coming out. And the part 2 is already out on Netflix and DVD. And from what I hear, and I've been hearing it from a lot of people, I only heard like 1 or 2 people that said they actually liked part 2 from Tales from the Hood. That part 2 really wasn't all that, okay? But part 1 is the shit. Here's my thing. Y'all be saying a lot of shit be scary as fuck and all that stuff. Maybe y'all talking about because y'all seen it when y'all was kids or whatever. Maybe that's why it was scary to you. But, y'all be like, oh, this shit scary, this shit scary, this shit scary. And I be watching, I be like this. Scare me. I be waiting to get scared. But, I'm gonna watch it. I don't. Here's the thing. I know some of y'all like, damn, bitch, you ain't never watched Tales from the Hood. I've watched bits and pieces. I've never watched the whole movie. And every time I used to catch the movie on TV, it'd be with the part where Paula J. Parker was playing Amaya from Soul Food's son, mother and all that stuff. It'd be that scene. And it's like I don't like looking at stuff in the middle of shit. I want to look at it from the beginning. So I rented that out. I'm gonna come back next week and I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how I feel about the show, about the movie. You know, some of y'all was putting on. um, I did want to say I'm reading. I did the review for the Haunting of Hill House on Netflix, you know, and I was comparing that with the movie The Haunting. Okay, if you have not seen that video, go watch that video. If you have not watched that series on Netflix, you need to watch that series. It's really, really good. Okay, and I was saying how, you know, maybe the series is more so like the book than the movie is, and because the movie and the series are totally different. Okay, in the series, the people are related. Their father, daughter, and siblings and mother and all that stuff. But in the book and in the movie, they're not related at all. And come to find out, the book is more so, the movie is more similar to the book than I thought. And I was like, oh, okay, bitch. But so far, so good. I'm trying to get back into reading more frequently because when I was younger, I used to read a lot. College fucked me up when I had to, you know, read all that shit for school or whatever. It just made me go, girl, take a step back for a minute. I got to get back into my Carl Rebel books too. I'm about to go back and reread the whole Family Business series because I see that BT has made it is making it into a series on BT. Okay, the Family Business. I love me some Carl Rebel books. Okay, them girl, that was like one of my first introduction to hood shit. Like, you know, I ain't gonna say they not really hood, but you know, sophisticated black urban authors and stuff like that. Not them Triple Crown production shit, okay? Because back in the day, bitch, back in the day, let's just go there. Let's just go there. I was about to get up off this video. Now I'm finna go down memory lane. Back in the day, you had Coldest Winter Ever. You had Flat Girls, right? Any Eric Jerome, Dickey books. I used to Temptation, all that shit. I used to read all of that shit, right? And then you had when you really, really, you know, your Terry Woods and stuff. Oh my God, Terry Woods. True to the Game one, true to the Game 1, 2, Dutch 1, Dutch 2, Alibi, Royal Reigns and Reigns this. Oh my God, I used to love all them books. Okay, what else? I was like, damn, Terry, I need you to come on out with some more shit, okay? Because Terry Wood should be on there. I never really got into Nikki Turner like that, but you know, yeah, she was one of those authors that was really popping back then too. Of course, Wahida Clark. Okay, I love her books all the time. I gotta go back and read some of her shit because you know I kind of fell off. But you know, them Triple Crown production and Zane, of course, everybody in their motherfucking mama was reading Zane, okay? We were in 8th grade, 7th grade, high school, 9th grade, whatever, reading Zane. Bitch, you ain't supposed to be reading that shit. Like, damn, she put Benoit balls all up in her shit. That's what you supposed to do with them balls? Girl, yeah, fucking in the girl shit. Bitch, shut that shit up, okay? We was on some nasty shit. We was like, damn. Okay, no, damn well we weren't supposed to be reading that shit. But let me just tell you this. Them Triple Crown books were all the goddamn same. If you really wanted some hood ratchet shit, okay, that was full of misspelled words, grammatically incorrect, hoe shit, thug shit, gangster shit, drug shit, you know, go and look and read a Triple Crown production book, okay? I could never understand how you got your own production company and you ain't got nobody to fully proofread your shit. It be so many typos in the stuff and we still be sitting there like this. Oh shit. Oh shit. All of the books be the same. The only thing that be different in each book is that the names be different. That's it. The scenarios and everything be the same thing. It's always about a drug this, a drug pen, a bitch coming up and you know, fucking around with a drug dealer or whatever, and he getting caught up in some shit like that. You want to know who had the most fucked up books though? Noire. Noire. Them books, bitch, talk about sex and sadomasochism and, you know, girl, I was sitting here with my mind blown. Like, it was like torture and shit. I said, am I supposed to be reading this shit? Is this supposed to be fun? I feel a type of way, but I can't stop reading it. I can't stop. Candy liquor, bitch, come through. Come through, girl. Come through. Like, I just went down there, okay? Come on, have y'all done read this shit. Somebody finna get in the comment and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Girl, get your life, okay? Go to your local library and get the books, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just fucking saying you'll be sitting here like, this is some dumb shit, but this shit good as shit, okay? It's better than all this bullshit that's on TV. But anyway, y'all put down in the comments if y'all read some of those people's and who was y'all reading when y'all was back in the day, or who y'all reading now, because some of y'all still read them urban books or whatever that's they say, urban. You know, tell me how y'all feel. Y'all have a good weekend, okay? Be safe. Keep your heads up, all right? You know, everything's going to work itself out if you're going through a trying time, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's going to be good, okay? Trust in God and you will be all to the good, baby. I'll see y'all later. Peace.